Hot man.
Just right out the gate with that, huh?
Hot man.
Just right off the bat.
Hot man. Hot man.
I would have thought out of like the two of us, I'd be the one to claim hot man. You would be the one over there like flossing or however.
Oh,
It's done.
both are true for me. I will be flossing while claiming hot man. If you're confused and have absolutely no idea what we're talking about, that's
super
fine.
awkward opening.
Just welcome to the video. We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And today we're doing a Schmoedown reaction. It's Hot Man.
It's Brandon Hanna versus Chandru Dhandapani.
Excuse me?
Is that not how it's pronounced?
Dhandapani?
Sure. I'm tired. Sorry, Chandru.
Oh, it's going to be a good reaction today. Oh, man. I'm just trying to think of how many people we're either upsetting or really entertaining with this already. Entertaining Brandon, possibly entertaining Chandru, maybe upsetting, but possibly definitely entertaining. Definitely upsetting Christian.
So I'm just gonna skip straight to who do you got? I'm claiming I'm claiming Brandon.
Calm down, we got a mic here.
I'm claiming Brandon. I did that on purpose. Ha!
These guys are honestly, these guys are neck and neck. This is
pretty much.
This is one of my new favorite rivalries, and the new rivalries that are my favorite. I really like this rivalry, and it's one of my favorites in the Schmoedown because Brandon just carries it just upward and onward and all over the place outside of the actual competition.
And you can tell Chandru's kind of like, do we have to do this?
At times, other times I think he's like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, see, the thing is, like, you get to a point where, like, you know these guys outside of the Schmoedown. You've talked to them a few times. You've had some drinks with them, gone to do different things with them outside. And now you're like, I don't really want to pick either one because I like both these guys.
Yeah.
And like, I remember like having a fun time, like playing along with the Schmoedown with Chandru in the audience at Spectacular.
I remember Brandon was giving me very wise words right before my first ever Schmoedown match.
Yeah.
So
like, we're in a situation where Brandon has beaten Chandru. Chandru has beaten Brandon. Who do we got? I think I'm going to give the edge to Brandon this time.
Brandon's also been on our live stream, the tagline that we do every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
Oh, you mean he's popped up in the chat?
Yeah.
Ah, bonus points for popping up in the chat. There you go. We automatically pick Brandon because he's been in the chat of our live stream.
Hey, Chandru, it's Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
You just want to pop in?
If you'd like to pop in.
Because you know you two are gonna duke it out again after this at some point. So
yeah.
I think we both got Brandon on this one, the hot man. So I think we're all good. We're all good. Yeah, let's.
No, we're not good, but that's what's gonna make this entertaining. Let's go.
Side note: this once again is Swag versus the Den. So this is
gee willikers.
Back to the beginning of this, like we had RB3 versus Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Let's just jump in.
By the way, this is also an Inner Geekdom match.
Yeah.
Once again, our ability to prove our knowledge of Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah, that's why we were glowing green in the thumbnail.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
welcome back to the movie
Clark's partner Rachel is here.
Nice save.
That's what I was trying to say.
Good job.
And what an amazing announcer I have to call it with me. She's back.
I
The
think-
one, the only, the crucial. Rachel Cushing is in the house.
The rest we're all doing it.
Rachel
Whatever.
Cushing, how are you? How have you spent your off season?
Not watching IG films over and over and over.
That,
again,
that
which
virus
I'm
has
sure
got us all
these two
acting crazy,
gentlemen spent
apparently.
their entire holiday doing.
I don't even have it.
Let's expand a little
The
bit.
not being able to speak
Every
is
once in a while,
contagious.
It's kind of television.
Are these
I watch
timely
television.
jokes? I mean, it's still okay to make these jokes right now, right?
Here's the thing.
For a brand new movie.
This is the problem of having too much Corona, not the virus, the beer.
Inner geekdom for now, but when you look at the
It should be clear, they have nothing to do with each other.
I thought the problem with having too much Corona just means you have a very crappy taste of beer.
That is also a fact.
Sorry, Vin Diesel, even though I know you're watching this video.
Yeah, he's feeling bloodshot right now, so it doesn't matter.
They're competing here today.
Wah,
What does it
wah.
mean for you to have
That's a
these people
questions
kinda look at
for
you
that
and
could be
say,
asked
"No,
in
I
this
wanna
at some
do
point.
that when I grow up."
Later.
It's so humbling and
After it
wonderful,
gets-
Comic book
and
movies.
I'm
After it gets
so
released on
excited about
VOD
this next
at the end of this
generation.
week.
I know all eyes are on Smets and Mara
Stop being
for
so
the
negative. It's coming out tomorrow.
but right after that, there's a whole lot of people duking it out for the next chance at the belt, starting with these two guys.
And if we take a step back from the individual
I know
competitors,
duking
looking at
was
the
such a
factions, because
common
it's the new
term
era
that's
and
being
we
thrown
have
around here.
Management is playing a big role in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
I said it,
so
and she
with
said
Brandon
it.
Hanna being managed
Oh.
by the Den or Chandru being managed by Swag.
Again, just to be
they
clear,
can
we haven't
really
seen this match
score
yet.
A lot of points for their team.
Just good at predicting
and that's
things.
Gonna factor into. Does that put more pressure?
I'm just
on
really
the
tired. Don't
competitors?
care. I mean,
It
I'm just
might-
gonna
I think
perform
it
for y'all,
depends on
give
the
y'all an
manager.
entertaining
Some
show,
might
and
be
then I'm gonna go to bed.
cracking the whip a little more than
Yeah,
others,
pretty much,
but I
yeah.
can see both Kate and Winston being the kind of managers that will only help to make these guys better.
Brandon's record is 2-1.
like
Chandru
vodka.
at 3-2. Both of them experienced, both of them to be feared in the Inner Geekdom for
Did you
sure.
have vodka
They have
earlier?
some words
No,
for
I
each
did
other,
not.
which you're gonna see.
You'll never know.
What was General Grievous's ship crawling with in the opening battle of Revenge of the Sith?
This is not the time to answer questions.
Buzz droids.
Vulture droids.
And your winner, Chandru, the chosen Dhandapani.
I think it's kind of ridiculous that he's going on to normal contenders match and I'm going home.
No one's getting between me and Kalinowski, so I'll see you at my #1 contender match.
I'm really proud of what I've done so far. I'm really proud of what my game today. I'm holding my head high, and I'm gonna come back even stronger next game.
Well, I already crossed Chandru's name off my list. You see, as far as I'm concerned, we're 1-1 against each other. I deserve a rubber match.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, it's season 7, the new era, but I'm still playing an old rival, I guess. Brandon Hanna for the 3rd time.
It's cute of you to show up today, but I don't know if you've noticed, but your name is already crossed off of the Hitman's list. So you were barely a blip on our radar.
Please, I took the strongest cat in the entire field, period. The chosen one.
Yeah, Brandon doesn't know how hit list works. He just keeps putting my name back on there, like again and again and again.
Chandru, I'm not talking to the cameras. I'm not talking to the crowd or the audience at home. I'm talking directly to you. I'm coming at you with everything that I have. I'm throwing it all at you, including the kitchen sink. Literally, I brought my kitchen sink into the studio today. I'm going to throw it at you. I'm going to expose you for the
Wait, can we
fraud
can we
you
watch
are.
that?
I want to actually
This
see
season,
this happen.
Your biggest dream is to win that belt. Mine is to make sure that doesn't
All of a sudden, I
happen.
don't care about the trivia anymore. I just want to watch the
You
kitchen
go
sink
ahead
being
and
thrown.
put an S in front of that, dog. That's who you is. I got a list for you, dog. The Horsemen, the Family, the Dead. All the factions you let down or got kicked out of. Swag Squad got you. Drip, drip, son.
I got actually a little snack for you, some nerds. Good luck for being a nerd. And also, here's a dum-dum for Chandru. We're coming for you, dum-dum.
Kate is the best thing ever.
Well, like all like the tough talk that Brandon Hanna does, only to be usurped by
Dum dum.
by Dum Dum.
Kate is the best thing
Rachel,
ever.
I know that you're no stranger to feeling confident before a match, and you see it brimming off of the celluloid that we just ran here. Brandon Hanna, Dhandapani, do you see any strength or weakness going against each other for either competitor?
No, I only see pure hunger. These guys have gone at it before. They are so ready to go at it again, and neither one's backing down an inch.
Yeah, herder, gentlemen, eat a Snickers. Now, let's look at the tail of the tape here, because,
Not-
look, when you go to the
not
Inner Geekdom, you know
Drew
that
Guy's
they know
dog.
a lot about
No,
most of
don't
these
eat dogs
categories,
on camera. No.
Particularly,
No, no.
Do it
with
off
Chandru
camera.
Dhandapani. What's he hoping to get?
I know the
on
store
that
is sold
field?
out right now.
You know he's gunning for MCU or DCEU.
At the MCU, and is that still what we call it? Do you have any insight?
I
on
don't
that?
know. I've got nothing better though, so
Jeez.
I think it
Just
sticks
the
for
dancing.
now.
I don't think they have anything better either. So MCU and DCU, and then on the other side of the ledger, I guess the lower ranked
Hot
competitor here today,
nicknames.
Brandon the Hitman
Nice.
Hanna. What's he hoping to spin?
Middle Earth. For
Jake is
sure,
gonna
and
love
I
this
think He's pretty
episode.
strong in Star Wars too.
Oh yeah.
I know the type. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Rachel Cushing. She's going to be calling the action with me here today. I am merely Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Are you ready?
Ready to go.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! I love a good Inner Geekdom crowd.
Oh, me too.
I really do. And I get to do the introduction.
Let's just stay away from the Lord of the Rings and the Harry Potter questions and
Introduce
Star
it
Trek
first.
for me. And
That's about it. Let's just stay away from those.
2-1 one.
This will be a great episode.
I feel like I'm
Representing
missing
the
one.
Den led to the ring by his management squadron, Kate Mulligan and Grace Hancock. It's Brandon, the Hitman.
Hot man.
He was about to say hit too.
I hope so. Yes.
That's two powerful women leading him to the ring. I like it. I like it a lot.
They really have gelled so well as a management firm.
Yep.
And you see Brandon getting a lot of cheers from the crowd.
I think so. I think they're behind him. Chandru might feel like he's got the leg up, having won the last time around, but Brandon's here to prove it wrong.
I think if you focus grouped it, losing the gloves for Brandon really helped out.
I have to agree.
His likability factor. And his opponents, with a record of 3 wins, 2 defeats, representing Swag, led to the ring by his manager Winston Marshall and Robert Butler III. It's Chandru, the chosen Dhandapani.
I think Chandru's dancing is rubbing off on his faction leader and faction mates.
I like everything that's happening here right now.
He does not disappoint.
I want to see these 3 fellas on a wedding dance.
This is a good faction right here.
Swag indeed.
It's good faction energy. I like the vibe that's happening here.
I think it's just on the.
You're too old.
I don't know if there's a real head.
I'm not
Probably.
sure what I'm seeing here.
Okay,
that was a friendly handshake.
Maybe too white.
Friendly enough.
What was I missing?
I wouldn't say best
Yep,
of friends.
exactly.
I would say college roommates meeting for the first time.
Something happened?
Kind of handshake.
Batwoman wore it better, sir.
All right.
there
Winston
it is.
Marshall was
I
the
mean,
last
yeah.
parting shots for Brandon, Hanna, and
The,
Chandru
the black and red
Dhandapani.
suit.
Gentlemen, you are seated
Batwoman
now
wore it
for
better
your
than
first Intergeekdom
him.
contest of 2020. Unless we need to go over the rules
The
again,
suit that
and that's
Brandon's
why
wearing?
Rachel
Yeah.
and
Oh.
I are here.
Batwoman wore that
In
suit
the
better.
Intergeekdom world, you're going to hear 10 questions.
Yeah, she wears a black and
in
red
round
suit.
Number 1. These are questions asked to the field.
This is what I have to work with, guys. This is what I have to work with.
Was it in a movie?
Geekdom know-how. Each question
Was it in a movie?
There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no
And shut up.
in round number 1. As soon as either myself or Rachel ask the question, you have about
It's a
15
TV
seconds
show.
to write down your best attempt at an answer on the way.
Is
It's a
this-
Batwoman TV
Once we ask
show.
you
Is
by
this
name,
the
please
trivia
answer,
show
please
movie?
show what you wrote.
Doesn't
TV
matter. He's making
Show trivia
throwing
Schmoedown.
an insult at Brandon.
Competitor of
Who
your
cares?
He's just wearing a really good-looking suit. That's no insult
I
against him.
agree. I think the suit's
If you're not sure
great.
the question right, you want to buy yourself some time, use the JTE
I'm just
rule.
saying it was
Plus,
a good-
you
it was a
have
good
one
jab.
challenge to be used at any point throughout the match.
And
If
you didn't
wish
catch it.
To use a challenge,
You're still not
the
catching it.
manager, give them the nod, they'll give us the alert, and the challenge will be looked at. All right, Chandru, Brandon, how we feeling?
This is the
gentlemen?
energy that
Chandru,
you
I'll
watch
start
these
with you.
videos
Ready to
for.
go?
I did the shield pop earlier. Let's go for the one shot.
And Brandon, your retort.
I'm ready to win. Let's do this.
Then it's time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
We're ready to not answer Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter questions. Or
I can feel it emanating.
We're also ready to
off
be
of the
redundant.
stage right now.
So kicking off things in round number 1, I'll be administering your first question, gentlemen, and that comes
And
to
say
us
the same
by
things that we said
order
earlier again.
of the MCU, which stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I really hope they already know that.
That's just being true. In the film Avengers Endgame, currently on Disney Plus, who snaps their fingers to bring all those who were decimated by the snap back to life?
Felt good about taking my time with that answer and just
Right.
making it look a little bit neater than my usual handwriting.
because it's only 4 letters.
Yeah, exactly.
2.
Wait, Thor?
Hands down, going to you first, Chandru.
Hulk.
That is correct, and Brandon Hanna.
Hulk.
It is Hulk.
Off to a
Hulk.
good start.
We're a point apiece, and we're off and running, Rach.
All right, your second question comes from the world of Star Wars. Who plays crime lord Dryden Voss in Solo?
I'll be totally honest. I was looking at a lot of questions, and I saw that question and the film title Solo, and I thought it was the Mario Van Peebles film.
You blinking on his name?
Really throw them for a loop.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
I know who it is,
I
too.
love that one.
3, 2,
It's
1.
Vision.
Hands down, Brandon.
Yep.
That'd be Paul Bettany.
Yes.
It is Paul Bettany. Does Chandru have it?
I'm pretty sure Disney owns like 33% of him. Paul Bettany.
Yes, they do, and they own 30% of
Paul
all of us.
Bettany.
It's like Vision, Jarvis.
We
Let me
move
just
on
name his
to the
characters.
destination
You're
where
gambling,
Rachel
bet
Cushing
on
has a
me.
summer home. That is Middle Earth.
Cost you an arm and a
And
leg.
your question: what is the name of the village that Bard brings Bilbo and the
Dunno.
dwarves to in The Desolation of Smaug?
Nice pronunciation.
Can I ask you your favorite movie of the 6 in the?
So we just discard the Hobbit movies. I like them. I don't love them.
Okay.
I don't
The
know.
other three are one movie to me, but if twisted, I would say Fellowship 3.
2, 1. I had to give you a countdown, and I
I
gave
actually haven't watched the
Just
Hobbit
me.
movies, so.
Pens down, Chandru. What do you got?
Lake Town, baby.
It is Lake Town.
Wow, that's
Sunny
simple,
Lake
huh?
Town. Brandon Hanna.
Lake Town.
Yes, it is.
It's in Las Vegas.
Tied at
That's-
3 apiece. They know
They were
this
hoping to
stuff.
have second buffet.
All right, next up, a question from the world of DC movies.
That's an E.
Who voices the Joker in 2017's The Lego Batman movie?
Oh, buddy.
Some animated films getting some love in the interview.
Sound it out.
I like to see it.
Maya, fine. This is his favorite movie ever.
Is that Polish?
And I can't say I blame you.
No,
I can't either.
I don't think so.
Check.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to you, Brandon.
Zach Galifianakis.
It is Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis.
All right.
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach
I think Chandru might have actually spelled Galifianakis right. Well
Finicky.
done,
Impressive.
sir.
Big props for
Bonus
Chandru
points
for
in
writing
Marvel.
that one in profile instead
We
of
go on
landscape.
to Marvel movies. These are just Marvel movies. Could be
Nice.
any old Marvel movie. We'll see what happens. 4-4. Early in the 2000 film X-Men, who attacks Rogue and Logan when they're on the road? That was the world meeting Mr. Hugh Jackman for the first time.
He's given us
We're
so
thinking
much.
just one person here?
Agent Canada. Quite a career for himself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Pens down. Going to you first, Chandru.
Victor Creed or Sabretooth.
Yes, it is Sabretooth.
Sabretooth.
Brandon Hanna had it as well.
Sabretooth.
There's not a lot they
Sabre
don't know improvement
tooth.
here today.
Absolutely.
Halfway through, perfect rounds for each gentleman. Should you maintain your perfect round through the end of round number 1, you'll be asked a bonus question, also worth 1 point.
Those bonus questions can make all the difference. No pressure.
Clean these
Voice
white
point series.
Yeah.
Your next question comes from the world of
RB3.
Harry Potter, or the Wizarding World, I believe we're now calling it.
That's right. There's a lot of wizards in that world.
Who played Professor Gilderoy Lockhart in The Chamber of Secrets?
I have a Harry Potter question for you.
Oh, shoot.
How did he not land Hermione?
I don't think I should answer that.
It's like, didn't they? Are they related? 5.
I don't know.
4. Is it a Luke and Leia thing too? Pens down.
I'll be very
Now
proud of
going to you
myself if I
first,
got this.
Brandon.
Kenneth Branagh.
That is correct,
Ah.
Chandru.
Kenneth Branagh.
All right.
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, I was attempting to write Bill
Sorry,
Nye really
any,
quickly.
Weasleys I might
But-
have offended. I'm just wondering why.
I don't know which one he was
Harry
in.
seemed to have it. All right.
Oh, now your question makes way more sense.
Knew it was Kenneth Branagh.
I thought you were talking
I'm
about
proud of
Professor
myself.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
I know
Lockhart
Harry Potter.
played-
Congratulations.
That is
I
a
thought
whole
so, too.
problem.
I
No,
did.
no.
Harry
that's-
and Hermione is a much better question.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
good.
I
We're
really
good
should go
on
back
this.
and watch
Professor
those again, though.
Gilderoy, you keep your nose clean or else
Exactly.
you'll
Why?
become a
I'm just
hashtag,
gonna quarantine
sir.
myself and just watch all of them in one day. Is that possible?
We move on to Star
Not
Trek.
really. It's a lot of Harry Potter.
Getting us out of the very
Yep.
dirty wizarding world and into Star Trek. Your question, Star Trek Generations brought together what two popular captains?
Thank you for asking a Generations question. That's the Star Trek movie I know.
The old school Star Trek movies to the Next Generation movies to the J.J. Abrams.
You're setting me up for internet hate because I like the JJ one.
Do like this movie,
not
even
at
though
all.
apparently, according to Star Trek fans, they don't
The
like
crowd
it.
is
I
whispering
do.
amongst
I thought it was
themselves.
great.
It's never good.
I thought it was
Pens
delightful.
down, we are going to you first, Chandru.
Kirk and Picard.
Yes, it is. Brandon Hanna.
Kirk and Picard.
All right.
Kirk and Picard.
Kirk and Picard. Why is everybody singing?
Separate both
Why is
these
everybody
gentlemen
doing
from
Kirk
a
and?
perfect
Is it because
round.
Kirk
Because
came
Kirk
first?
first, yes.
Okay.
Question number 8 comes from the DCE.
I guess that makes
until we
sense.
find something better to call it. Who directed Shazam?
Oh.
Uh oh.
Hesitated once when writing down their answers. It's very impressive to see.
No, I mean, at this
Uh-oh.
point, they seem flat out bored.
Come on, guys, bring up the energy.
I know this.
Hope you guys are still having fun out there. 5.
I mean, I still
4.
like the almost magical Me Too that happened to Kenneth Branagh.
Pens
I
down,
know
we're
I'm
going to you,
close,
Brandon
but
Hanna.
yikes.
Who do you got?
David F. Sandberg.
I even got the middle initial. Does Chandru have it?
I got the middle initial.
He got the middle initial too. You can't
Jeffrey
get anything
Sandman.
past these two.
Nowhere near it. Got
mean-
sand.
All right. Try this one on.
I hate
the side.
sand.
Penultimate
about as close
question.
as
Round
Andy
number 1
Samberg.
comes from the
But
category
coarse
of
and rough and
heroes
gets everywhere.
villains.
It's actually closer, actually.
Query is, who played Hellboy's girlfriend, Liz Sherman, in the
yep.
Del Toro Hellboy films? So I got a Hellboy comic as a gift for Christmas one year because it's
Yep.
Goat Man. You know who Goat Man is?
I'm aware.
It's like this East Coast legend.
Ooh,
Why-
it feels like a deep.
Why
one
did
for
they
me.
say Del Toro Hellboy films? There were no other Hellboy films except Del
Pens
Toro's.
down, going to you, Chandru.
Selma Blair?
It is. In fact, Selma Blair. Does Brandon have it?
Couldn't pull it.
He didn't pull it.
Selma Blair.
Finally,
That's who I meant.
One of them is cut.
He blinked.
That's who
It's
I
only
meant.
1 point.
It's only
Never
1
mind.
point. That does cost him a
Don't
perfect round.
even worry
Chandru
about the
still
roll.
has
Never
the
know what I
opportunity
wrote.
for perfect round. If he gets this next question right, what category are they looking at, Rach?
We're looking at the wide world of the mixed bag.
Oh, buddy.
Anything goes here. What is the name of Kate? Oh, excuse me. What is the first name of Kate Capshaw's character in Temple of Doom? That'd be Indiana Jones.
That would be. And you said anything goes, maybe as a.
Oh.
You just can't. You can't refrain from it. can you? You're
It's
just that
all
good.
still
Do not
there
remember.
somewhere.
3,
Don't even have
two,
a name to pull.
1. Pens down. Brandon Hanna.
That'd be Willie.
It is
Would be.
Willie.
Oh,
Willie.
And Chandru has
There
it
it
too.
is.
I forgot Willie.
All right. And hats off to Brandon Hanna. 9 out of 10
It's
is
a really great round.
a heck of a score. But Chandru the Chosen with a perfect round number 1. Even surprising his management squad. Chandru, you do get a bonus question that is asked just to you. You don't need to write it down. Just give us an answer within 15 seconds. That bonus question
All right,
is,
once again, proving that
who
they're
played
better
Johnny
entertainers than
Blaze's
us.
girlfriend, Roxanne Simpson,
Eva
in
Mendes.
Ghost
Yep.
Rider?
Eva Mendes?
It is now 11 to 9.
I mean, you could also
Chandru,
pronounce it Ava.
And the Den is welcome.
Eva,
After a very
Ava,
impressive
she's
first
not
round.
here
That's
to
great. So
let
as
us know
somebody
that
who
we're
scored
pronouncing
two
her name
perfect
wrong,
rounds
so.
today, how does it feel going into round number 2? What kind of a confidence boost is
I mean, I'd be all right
I've
if she
always
was.
said with every correct answer you get, the more confident you.
Because it means
feel.
Ryan
So
Gosling
if you
also
get
comes along,
that
too.
many
And I wanna
correct
hang out with
and
that guy,
bonus,
too.
You just feel like you can answer anything.
And especially if you
They're
have
still-
to
You're a
look
weird
at
person.
it,
They're still together, right?
to look and just, I'm waiting for this person to
I don't know
blink.
Hollywood couples anymore.
Chandru Dhandapani, he has not done so yet. As we enter into round number 2, this is the wheel round.
What?
Because this
Everybody
is
wants
the
a beer with
intergeek
Ryan
division,
Gosling.
And it is a singles intergeek.
a cool guy.
division. Each competitor gets to spin at the wheel.
I wanna
You're
be-
gonna
I
hear
wanna
5
hang out with a cool
questions
guy.
once you settle on a wedge. Each question's worth 2 points. There's no penalty for
Don't be a
missing a
weirdo.
question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice.
Want to let all you Ryan Goslings know out there, he's still
At that
single.
point value, the question goes down to 1.
Is Ryan Gosling
Chandru,
single?
You're 3 and 2.
I'm straight,
currently in the
but,
league against
I mean,
Brandon
come on
Hanna's
now.
2-1 record. That's why you're sitting in the higher ranked chair, and you also have a 2-point lead. So would you like to spin the wheel first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
Well, it's a new era. Let's do something new. I'll spin first.
He's going to spin first, and how about a huge hand for our Schmoedown patrons sponsoring the wheel. The sponsored wheel is Star Wars. There it is. If Chandru or Brandon
And the patron
land on
is
Star
Alex
Wars,
Damon.
We're going to reveal the name of that
Dancing
patron
just
sponsor.
keeps
He was trying to get it for his match.
That dance just does not stop.
Didn't need it.
But the wheel is about to.
Round and round it goes. It doesn't look like it's going to be Star Wars. It could be Star Trek.
Interesting.
All right.
Please don't.
Deferring
Spin
here.
something I know.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna
go
keep it.
Dang
for
it.
All right.
Well, what are you going to
Star
do?
Trek. All right, Chandru, I will be administering you your Star Trek questions. Kate's going to be asking Brandon his series of questions. 5 queries for a possible 10 points in the world of Star Trek. Like I said, stealing is available.
Which frontier is
Your
space?
first question.
The final one.
Good
Which
job.
Starfleet admiral gives Kirk permission to take command of the Enterprise at the beginning of Star Trek: The Motion Picture?
Admiral Nogura.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's got 2 points. In round number
I was
2.
almost about to try to answer for the
All
new
right,
Star Trek movies.
We move on to
Bruce
the next
Green,
question.
Pike.
In Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, the Enterprise hides in a nebula to avoid the Reliant. Name the nebula.
Mutara Nebula.
How do we get the... Yes, it's 2 points.
I was actually trying to think of her name from Guardians of the
Very
Galaxy.
impressive.
Mora?
And Chandru
No,
Nebula.
Nebula.
Karen Gillan?
Over
Yeah.
Brandon Hanna with 3 questions remaining in the world of Star Trek.
Look,
Chandru,
I got
in
MCU.
Star Trek Nemesis, Riker and Troy are off to be tased.
Beta Z.
Beta Z.
I was like,
I'm keeping it in the cut. They're off to Beta Z to get married in a ceremony where there will be no speeches and no what?
Exchanging of vows. Or rings.
It's a naked wedding, ladies and gentlemen.
clothes.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Fascinating.
You can get be tased in Beta Z.
Just hope he
No
didn't
clothes
sit in a
at the
chair
wedding.
like that.
Right. Sounds like Josh McCougar's wedding. We have 2 more questions remaining. Chandru, your penultimate
I'll roll
question
on
is
past
the world of Star Trek.
Those who
In
know,
Star Trek
know.
First Contact. What year did Zefram Cochrane make his historic
1994.
digging deep.
2063.
That is correct.
Oh.
Got it.
94.
I thought it was like
It
the
is
year that the movie
19-9,
came
and
out or
regardless
something
what
like that,
happens
which I
in
don't
this
think it
last
was
question, Brandon Hanna knows he's
94
got
when the
tall
movie
order
came out.
matching the
I don't
point
know.
total. Maybe he gets lucky with a steal here. That could be much.
Should probably watch some Star Trek movies,
Chandru,
too.
your last question in the world of Star Trek movies.
Hey, I knew Cochrane was
After Nero's
Farmer
attack on
Doggett.
the Federation fleet in Star Trek 2009, Starfleet orders everyone to rendezvous in what system?
Like
The Hosnian system.
over by Vulcan.
Go to 5.
That would be the system that
Is it A, the Briar system?
Starkiller
B,
blew up.
the Laurentian system? C, the Ilenium system? Or D, the Viridian system?
Viridian?
Laurentian. Could be Ilenium.
Could be any one of those four.
I can give you the options one more time without use of a JT rule. Is it A, the Briar system, B, the Laurentian system, C, the Ilenium system, or D,
Ilenium.
the Viridian system?
Viridian sounds familiar.
Be the Laurentian system.
1 point
That's
for
what I
John.
initially said.
Just
so
not familiar
I mean,
to
I
that
guess
movie.
kinda
We'll go with
proves
what
he's
I initially
mortal
said.
Somewhat because
Maybe just a tiny bit.
he needed multiple choice, but he still has a 20-9 lead over Brandon Hanna. So Brandon, it's now your spin, sir. Step up to the wheel, spin what you like. 5 questions are going to be lurking.
This is part of the game, gamesmanship. Chandru going first and putting himself with that much of a lead puts pressure on Brandon, so we'll see how he handles
How
it.
confident you are. Even if you are Rachel Cushion, you are looking at that scoreboard and you're saying, "Man, I got a lot of ground to make
Yep,
up."
but he can do it. He absolutely can do it.
Round and round it goes, and it's past opponent's choice. That's the good news. And it has landed on DCEU movies, and Brandon's
Wow,
going to take
no
it.
hesitation.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Got some ground to make up here, though.
Be administered by Rachel Cushion.
I feel like they said that
Your
too.
first question.
Oh, did they?
By now, everyone
They haven't
knows
watched
that
you already.
Kal-El's adopted mother's name is Martha. But what is his Kryptonian birth mother's name?
Jarrell
Somebody get
and
that one.
Zara. No.
You looking for the full
Laura.
name?
We just need the first name.
Laura.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Laura
well
L.
done.
Laura of the House of L. Laura.
Question number 2.
Laura.
In Wonder Woman, what is the name of Steve Trevor's Native American ally
Ooh.
that joins up with Steve and Diana?
Chief.
Yes,
Correct.
it is. He's doing his job so far, Rach.
Absolutely. Question number 3. What toy is young Thaddeus playing with in the back of the car at the beginning? of
Magic
Shazam?
8-ball.
A magic 8-ball.
I like his confidence.
Yes, it
Another
is.
correct answer.
No ask again later here.
Nope. Number 4. In Aquaman, who played the ancient Atlantean king, King Atlan?
Is that Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Dolph Lundgren,
Yep.
B, Graham McTavish, C, Jean-Claude
Ooh,
Van Damme,
Graham McTavish.
or D, Willem
It's Graham
Dafoe?
McTavish.
B.
Yep.
That is correct.
I don't remember him in that.
He was
Selfishly, I was hoping it
the
was Dolph
hologram when they had to pee on the thing.
Oh.
All right, this is your last question, Brandon, to pull within 2 points of Chandru.
He didn't pee on the
What
thing.
brand
I know.
of sports car does Bruce Wayne drive when he picks up Barry Allen in Justice League?
I'm gonna go multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Porsche, B, Mercedes-Benz,
Lamborghini.
C, BMW, or D, Lamborghini?
I'll go Lamborghini.
That is incorrect.
All
Can
good
you steal,
choices.
Chandru?
For your options,
Options again. Is it A, Porsche, B, Mercedes-Benz, C, BMW, or D, Lamborghini?
Mercedes.
Porsche.
Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
That is correct for a 1-point steal.
It's a big steal.
That is.
Mercedes is a typical
Closing out
product
the round,
plug
Brandon
for
Hanna
most
starting out
movies.
Very strong with
So.
the DCEU.
Did really
Slipped
good.
a little there towards the end, losing that steal to Chandru. It only cost him a 2-point swing. He didn't get the point. Chandru did get the point, but now it's a 5-point lead that Chandru has going into round number 3.
That's
Yeah,
a huge
that can
lead
seem
right
pretty
there.
Scary, especially with the
That's
way that Chandru's
half of
playing,
your round
but
3
round
points.
3 has
Yep.
taken down many of competitor
That's
in
a
Schmoedown,
Chandru
so
not
I
getting
don't
his
think Brandon's
5-pointer
quite
and
out
Hanna
of it
getting
yet.
all
Much
3
like a
correct.
great comic book movie, a lot of twists and
Yeah.
turns
Oh,
in
yeah.
the third act. As I read the rules of play for round number 3, gentlemen, you're each going to give us a series
Or
of
they both
numbers.
miss
We
their
need 3
5-pointer
numbers
and
from
go
each of
into-
you. These numbers can range from
well,
1 to 15.
no.
Each
I don't know how to
corresponds
math.
a different
I don't know how to
corner of
math,
movie
guys.
Trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom know-how. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one is worth 5 points. Chandru, you are the higher-ranked opponent currently, and you find yourself with a 5-point advantage. So I'm going to get your numbers first from 1 to 15. What feels lucky, sir?
Oh, I'm a big fan of Lost, so 4, 8, 15.
4, 8, 15.
Appropriately geeky numbers.
That's right. Some Lost fans in the crowd. Brandon.
I have no idea what that means.
I'm lost.
Let's do this again. 5, 9, and 16.
1 to
5,
15, Brandon.
9, and you can't do 16. Only through 15.
14.
14. Okay. All right, Brandon. I'm going to be asking you your questions. Chandru, Rachel's going to be asking you yours. So, Brandon, we're going to start with you. See if you can pull even or ahead of Chandru with your first couple. You selected number 5 for your 2-point question, and that corresponds to scores and soundtracks. Everyone's favorite category.
I like it.
For 2 points. Who composed the scores for all 6 Middle-earth-based films?
Howard Shore.
That's 2 points.
Done.
And he's pulled it within 3. He can tie Chandru if he gets this next question correct. And you selected number 9 for 3 points in the world of Marvel films. Question is, who plays Negasonic Teenage Warhead in
Brienne.
Deadpool and Deadpool 2?
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah, Brienne Hildebrand.
Hildebrand, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I don't know it.
1. Looking for Brianna Hildebrand.
Brianna.
Brianna Hildebrand. And now we come to the moment where we could have a technical knockout by Chandru. However, Brandon has something to say about that because he has his 5-point question remaining. He selected number 14. And your 5-point question, Branda, is in a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars. And your question for 5 points. In episode 1, what is the call sign of the
good
leader
Lord.
of the Naboo Starfighter Squadron?
I hate call sign questions. Just,
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
I can do that. In episode 1, The Phantom Menace, what is the call sign of the leader of the Naboo Starfighter Squadron? I believe he has 2 JT rules.
He does.
It's like a did he use Rogue Leader in that?
It's been done.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, you have one more JT.
Call sign of the
In
leader of
episode
the-
1, The Phantom Menace,
It's
what
when
is
they're
the call sign of the leader
Flying off
of
to
the
go take out
Naboo
the Trade
Starfighter
Federation starship.
Squadron?
Anakin flies off with him.
Yeah.
By accident. It's like Rogue Leader or something like that. It's not like, I don't think it's a color.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Last one. Here we go. In episode 1, The Phantom Menace, what is the call sign of the leader
Copy,
of the
Rogue
Naboo
Leader.
Starfighter Squadron?
My mind's stuck on Rogue Leader.
red French fry. I don't know.
No, that's... It's, yeah, you got it. Good job. Red French fry. Copy Red French fry.
3, 2.
Hot and fresh and coming at you.
And your
So he said Rogue
winner!
Leader. Is that what he said?
By way of technical knockout, Chandru, the chosen Dhandapani. It was Bravo Leader.
Bravo Leader.
Bravo Leader. Very tough 5-point question.
It was a
Deep
deep
in
cut.
the world of Star Wars canon. Chandru and Brandon sharing a nice hug and handshake there. Brandon is no slouch at Inner Geekdom, and he's going to be a threat for a long time. But Chandru Dhandapani, that's the story today, Brandon.
100%. That is a message. That is a message to
Bravo,
Kevin and
definitely not a
Tamara
color,
and
or
to
if it
anybody
is,
else who is just
it's the
joining
worst color I've
IGV,
ever heard.
That they're gonna have to go through him to get to the top. That was pretty.
To be.
It's a statement.
What color is that shirt? It's
For
Bravo.
the Joes and maybe earning his nickname.
You're an idiot. Yeah, I am.
It's an IG appropriate name, and today he lived up to it.
And you know, I think the only thing, it's not really a discredit to him, but we didn't see how he would have performed in round number 3 because he didn't have to.
It's true. I mean, a TKO win is always good for the ego, but you didn't get to flex the muscles. You didn't get those practice questions in, so we'll see how he fares next time. But he took the bull by the horns. He was leading from the get-go. He didn't get a single question wrong, including the steal opportunity that he had. So it's It's going to be hard to beat him. And I know that Brandon is probably kicking himself right now, as we all do after losses like that. But
Not in that
just
suit, he's
goes
not.
to show you what kind of
Gotta keep
knowledge
that
you
thing
have to
clean.
have to play in this league.
Yep.
And I think he'll get back to the books.
Well, you talk about Chandru flexing his inner geekdom muscles. I know that Team Swag is a fan of that kind of showmanship, and our own Jen Sturger is going to have an interview both with Chandru and his manager, Winston Marshall. Jen, I imagine it's somewhat of a jovial, we just defeated the Empire for the second time on the Forest Moon of Endor vibe.
That's right, Mark. I just got him to stop doing the Fortnite dance back here, okay? Chandru, that was an absolutely dominant performance. Does this finally
Which
put
Fortnite
a nail
dance?
in this war with
Yes.
Brandon Hanna?
I hope it does. He needs to find opponents
of
that
them.
he can actually win against, and we'll just call the rivalry done for now. It's
Orange Justice.
It was 1-1, and it's 2-1. Like I'm going on to the bigger
It's an actual
players.
name.
Yes, and we need lessons
Sure.
on what a face talks like. Anyways, so this has got to be a great. This has got to be a
Is that the
great,
name of
a
that
great
dance?
victory
Yeah.
for Swag. You guys get 4 points in this. How
You
are
didn't have to
feeling
keep
after
doing
this
it.
performance?
I mean, that's
Trying to
huge.
get it right
I mean, obviously,
as much
you
as I
had
can
New
sit
York
down.
And Finstock started running off with the Den has had some incredible matches, so we really needed this. And my boy is an elite player here. Honestly, he really is. I'm really proud of him.
Yes, me and Jen are wearing the
and
same
that's
shirt.
the point. I'm gonna tell you.
I was wondering.
When's
We
it-
really
when's-
are. Like,
Mine's a
I'm
V-neck,
looking
though.
at
Hers
you, KO.
is
I'm
a
looking at
regular,
you, Kalinowski.
whatever the regular is
We're done
called.
with you. We going on to Smets, baby. Going on to Spet. KO, corruption, whatever. You know what I meant. Hush. So my point is, I'm proud of you, boy. Let's keep going. This guy is someone to look out for. I'm telling y'all right now.
Do you feel like, with all of those names that are looming large out there, like the big three, there's Mike Kalinowski, obviously Kevin Smets, our current champion, and then Mara Konopik, which is kind of like this, we don't know what she's, like, we don't know what she's capable of right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's still kind of
You're
an
also
unknown
forgetting that
in
Robert
regards
Parker.
to how will she come back after such a
He's not a big
long
three yet because he hasn't even
hiatus,
competed
you know?
yet.
I think the big thing, and we're very aware of this, and I've seen it myself having competed before and stuff like that, you don't take anybody for granted at all. Mara, obviously,
The
she's
other
a
three have
former
held belts.
champion.
Let him
That's
hold the
huge.
belt, and then
Robert
he can be
Parker
a-
coming out of the fan league is someone you don't want to sleep on. Obviously, Smets has the belt.
They can be a top
Kalinowski
big three.
has had the belt.
Whatever.
But I'm telling you, this boy right here is ready. He is the one that has been helping me coach everybody on the faction because his studying is incredible. It's at the top tier of that, so we're ready for it. No matter who it is, we're ready.
Congratulations on your huge victory today.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to add one more thing. Having Winston in my back was really helpful. Like, I finally understand the value of the manager firsthand.
Yeah, it's cool to not have to do this whole thing on your own, right?
Exactly. Like, someone to have your back and like faction mates to have your back has been a great strength. And the Facebook group Drew Crew has been like helping me train as well. And I couldn't have done it without all of it. Okay, it's sounding like an Oscars acceptance speech right now.
Playing you off. Anyways.
My only thing was I didn't care about winning or losing. I just didn't want to miss any question. That's what happened today. I'm really happy about that.
Congratulations again. Congratulations to Swag.
Swag squad, drip, drip, baby.
You didn't have the mic, bro.
We heard
Didn't
him
need
though.
it. He was gonna drip anyways.
One kind of looks at this, and you do realize that was a huge win for Team Swag because stealing all those points from the Den, who had such a nice run in New York and has had a nice early part of the season, that's a big win in the grand scheme of things.
Definitely, in this era of factions, it's about, you know, your points being scored by your competitors, and I'm sure, as it was very clear, Winston was really excited about that, and it sounds like Chandru's really stepping up in a leadership role within the faction, helping people study. That is a huge component of playing in the Schmoedowns, particularly the Inner Geekdom, but in all the leagues. So it feels like Chandru and Winston are a match made in heaven.
And with that interview, one could say the most modest way possible. That was confident. I'd just say outright cocky.
There might be some Anakin Skywalker vibes creeping into this face here. I don't know, but he came out swinging, and it sounds like he's aiming for Mike Kalinowski. So keep swinging.
Team Swag does not like sand. It's rough, it's coarse, it gets everywhere. And now we go to
Nice.
Brandon, Hannah,
I think I've heard that
and
before.
the Den, who are joined by
Yeah,
Jen
it's in
Sturger.
Star
Jen,
Wars
I imagine
Episode
it's
2,
somewhat
Attack of the
of
Clones.
solo
I also
move
said it
over.
earlier.
Yeah, it's
Don't care.
definitely a different vibe than I was just experiencing. Hannah, I saw you beating yourself up backstage. You were saying, I knew those answers. I just didn't pull them. What was happening out there? Was it the lights? What was it? Was the pressure of like just this match and this beef you have with Chandru, or what's going on?
Well, I mean, anytime you go against Chandru, it's going to be tough. The guy's good. He played a perfect game. I missed 3 questions. There was 3 questions I just didn't know the answers to. It sucks to lose on a Star Wars 5-pointer again. But I mean, yeah, I came into this match more prepared than I've ever felt for any match. it just ultimately came down to some bad luck, and I had to go perfect to beat him, and I didn't. And that's what happens when you're at this level.
I saw these two ladies absolutely rallying around you, though. You can tell that they just are very supportive of everything that you're doing and you're studying and whatnot. Mom, you got any words?
Yeah, honestly,
Mom.
we're just, I think we're the most upset that Chandru didn't invite us to his pajama party. Because I bet that's going to be a real fun time. He just seems like a real fun guy.
Grace is really trying hard. There it comes.
Complete opposite side of the spectrum, Grace. Do you have any words?
Yeah, I mean, look, Brandon's great people. We're really proud of what he did. You know, the thing that you can learn sometimes is really specific gaps in your knowledge, which may have happened today. And again, Chandru, like, I'm really proud that he brought his sleep over to school today. It's really sweet and cute. And I love him talking big game when he's technically only ever won one more time over Brandon than he has the other way around. So it's like, calm down, buddy.
Oh, so where do we go from here? How do we pick ourselves back up? How do we start over? You know, where do you want to go next in Inner Geekdom?
I just want to keep competing at an elite level, and I want to work my way back up to the top. I can guarantee whoever I play next is in for a really bad day, because I'm not going to miss. And, I mean, that's just what it boils down to. And I just want to thank my best buzz Thread and the Arsonist back home for helping me prep for this match, and a few other people. It was a lot of work to get here, and I'll find my way back. Me and Chandru, we're a dyad in the Force. We're destined to do this forever. So I'll be back, and he knows it, and he should be scared.
Oh, God, I hope not. I'll pray for you. Anyways, back to the desk.
You know, Rachel, Brandon may have come out on the short side of the stick today, but he definitely has that champion's mentality where he feels sorry for the next person he has to face. When you look down that road, Brandon and Chandru, maybe Chandru going in one direction, I see Brandon rebounding pretty quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah, clearly this rivalry is just getting started. Neither one's ready to back down, and Brandon's got some work to do, but he seems willing to do that work. I think Grace is right on. I think a match like this shows you where your gaps are, and he's 100% aware of them. We'll work on them. He will be back, and we've seen it so many times. Roka's done it, Mike's done it, Kevin's done it, I did it. You bounce back, and you bounce back stronger than you ever were before.
That's right. Well, one wears pajamas, one wears a suit, one describes it as a die in the Force. I simply say it's the best of both worlds. That is Rachel the Crusher Cushing. Thank you so much for joining us on the desk today. We're going to see you soon around the movie Trivia Schmoedown, right?
I'm here. I'm not going far. I love calling matches. I love being on the desk with you. I love not having to compete and go through what those guys just went through.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to say we should clarify on this side of the desk.
Yes, I'm good here.
I am Baby Carrots. You know I'll be around here, and you guys can check out all upcoming live events at theshmoedownlive.com. Grab your tickets right now. Pick those tickets up before they sell out. On behalf of Rachel and Christian Harloff and all of our great movie Trivia Schmoedown patrons, I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and we'll see you next time on the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yep, good match. Looks like we backed the wrong person though, but I mean,
you know, between those two, it's very easy to mix up and which one and who knows.
But once again, Brandon's come on our live stream, so he's a winner in our hearts.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was a good match. I like I just like the vibes from the factions now. I mean, you're seeing the Den Mother and Grace just rally around Brandon like they were saying, but then just like that whole like pump up dancing from Winston and RB3 with Chandru at the beginning there. I was feeling that.
The factions are really starting to find their swing with their players.
Yeah.
And
like
you're starting to see how like they're kind of melding all together into that essentially a family.
The factions themselves are taking on a character of their own, which is what I like. I like the different dynamic between each one. It's what keeps everything exciting.
Yeah. So really good battle. Chandru comes out on top again, so that means Chandru's gotten 2 to Brandon's 1 over him. So in their battle together, can't wait to see Brandon take him on again.
Their skirmish.
Yeah, because again, like they said, they're probably destined to do this battle.
It's like Joker and Batman.
Yeah, pretty much. Dark Knight. Geek movie. Anyways, good match. Absolutely loved it. Anything else we have to say about Schmoedown for this?
I think
This is pretty short and sweet.
As far as that match goes, it's pretty cut and dry. We got it, nailed it. Let's roll on to all the things that people need to care about.
Oh, so you need to care about the Schmoedown Entertainment Network that produces this fine quality content. Go over to their YouTube channel, find this video, make sure you like and comment. Also, subscribe to them. Throw that subscribe their way. They need that to help grow their channels. Also, like they were saying, go to schmoedownlive.com. Pick up tickets to the live shows when they happen.
Whenever they start
again.
happening, probably in June, hopefully.
If not, make sure you go pick up the live stream passes when those do pop up, because they will still at least try to continue with those.
In the studio, yes.
Yep.
Hopefully.
So make sure you pick up passes there. They're going to need your support monetarily on that website, so go help them out that way. You can also help them out monetarily by joining the Patreon. We are watching this match Monday night when this match dropped for patrons, because we're patrons. Join the Patreon, pick the tier that's right for you. The $10 one is usually the best bet for your buck, so join those tiers, help them out that way as well. As for us, like I mentioned earlier, we do have our live stream show. The tagline is Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Come over and join us, Chandru, because we would like to see you in the chat. And everyone else who's watching this video, make sure you join us as well. We're going to talk about movies and the lack of movies, and, well, that was this past Tuesday, actually.
Mondays.
Yeah.
Ever see movies? Mondays, movies.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that was this past Tuesday by the time you're watching this. So, yeah, come over, hang out with us on there. You can also follow us on social media. We are at Cinefanatics MLP at Twitter and Instagram. And get ready, we're going to be on our Facebook group. We are at facebook.com/group/Cinefanatics. Make sure you like and comment on this video.
Got it.
Oh, cool. Also, make sure you subscribe. You can hit the subscribe button that's down below down there, or you can also subscribe right there above his head. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have been doing. And as always, yeah, later.
See ya.
Say a funny line.
Funny line.
Ah. Literal.